Hi guys, I hope you're well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Blakemore and I'm a teacher here in Dubai. In this video, we're going to be looking inside this bag. This is my favorite bag. This is a bag I've shown you in previous videos, and it's the bag I have to take alongside my teacher bag every single day for after work. So this contains all the gear for my YouTube videos and I carry it everywhere. This is an extremely well-traveled bag. It's been to 15 or so countries back when we were allowed to travel. Do you remember those days? Anyway, so for a bag that's been around 15 countries, this isn't looking too bad. However, it's something that over time has started to wear down. Having said that, this is a what's in my bag where I've actually used the bag. We're going to look inside how I use each segment of this bag. Now, be prepared, there are lots of different segments. That's my favorite thing about this bag, is that there are so many different compartments in which you can put different bits and pieces. This is kind of like a Mary Poppins bag. You have an endless supply of storage, and when you think you're able to fit everything in it, then all of a sudden you're able to fit that little bit more. So let's start off by looking at the bag. You can see straight away here, camera section, top section is for general stuff, and then on the sides here, these are quite big. This one is fantastic because you can fit your tripod on, and then this one is also fantastic because as this opens up, you can actually put things like water bottles inside it, right the way up to a 1.5 litre water bottle, which is great because I'm in Dubai and yeah, deserts get hot. On the other side then, what I love is that they have these little clips. Obviously one of the clips is for a bit of a waist strap. It's not the most effective waist strap, and this is where you can see the first bit of wear. This wear is from where I've been one strapping it most of the time. The only thing that is a bit of a problem with this bag is because it gets so heavy, yeah, you can see this is starting to wear. The other thing I like about this clip is that you can just tie things off to it. So you might have a carrier bag inside here and just tie wet gear or something along those lines, or just clip something to it as and when I'm using it. This has been fantastic because also it's not something I use very often, but that is a luggage section too. That's the bag. Now let's look inside the bag, which is why you are here and watching this video. So I think it would be best to start off with the top section. Inside the top section is where you'll find all my bits and pieces for editing and gadgets. Inside here then you have, it's already open because it's something I use regularly. This is the Peak Design Tech Pouch. Inside here is all the different bits and pieces I need for my editing. So straight away on this compartment here, you will find this is my hard drive. Now this is my absolute baby. This is what I use regularly for editing. It has all my travel videos and stuff like this. So I'm going to precious and carefully place this down here. It's the 5 terabyte and yeah, it's an absolute beast and has everything on it. I have to look after it. From there then, pretty obvious, my SD drive, and it's USB-C. This is my thing that I use to plug my SD cards in, and I've also got the USB-A if I need to use it. It's also got the HDMI ports there, and yeah, dongle is needed for my MacBook Pro. So this is my MacBook Pro charger, and it's one of these ones. I got this one because it's slightly lighter, which is important with this bag. So it's one that has a USB-C and USB-A, and it's really versatile. It's still quick charging, so I can charge up my phone or iPad Pro or any other bits and pieces that I have inside this bag. Obviously from there we have our longer USB-C cable. Next item is my SSD drive. I prefer to have this one to edit off, especially when I'm traveling around in airplanes and things like that. This is an absolute beast and heavy, so it's nice to just edit off this. It's nice and fast. Also inside here, I like the fact that you can have these additional SD card slots, and this is great for just, yeah, spare SD cards. Power bank, I've recently reinvested in a power bank, and this is the USB-C power bank that is 20,000 milliamps. It's nice and big. It charges up a range of different devices, and right now you can see I have a lightning port one for my iPhone. From there you'll see that this has fallen out of the bag. This is a TRS cable and it's attached to a lightning dongle. I plug this into my phone and then use this with my Rode mic that I'm going to show you very soon. So as you can see, there's loads of storage space in here and lots of different nooks and crannies for different cables and things like that. That is the tech pouch. Let's look at what else is in this top section. At the top here we have a kind of like a secret compartment. This is my passport. I always find I have my passport on me at all times. I think it's something to do with being an expat in a different country. Also inside here, my GoPro. This is something that I always find I need when I don't have it. So I just kind of carry it now, even though I don't use it every single day. It's there. This is the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I've not considered investing in a new one because this is something that just sort of does the job as and when I need it, which is not very often. From there, simple things like inhalers, always need this on me. And then from there, this is my Rode Video Mic Mini. This is a fantastic piece of kit. I've had this ever since having the channel. Oh, how sweet. This is the thing that I plug into my phone and it works really well. It's really versatile. I can just throw this in. I don't really need to worry about it. The only thing that is a little bit flimsy is this on the back here. And then I also have a picture of my family. Cute. I think it's because I'm an expat in a different country. I like having this on me. Yeah, it's just there, something nice. I see it at the bottom of my bag, brings a smile to my face. From there, we have these cool little sections just here. You can obviously see my pens. I have two different pens that I enjoy writing with. In this section here, you can see I have hand sanitizer, very important. And I also have a pair of wired headphones. These are the Bose wired earphones, and yeah, it's just something I prefer to have compared to the AirPods, which you're going to see next. So then from there, in this pocket is my AirPods Pro case, and inside is obviously the AirPods Pro, probably a bit dirty from all the wear and tear it gets. Again, something that gets used regularly. Something that's a bit of a travel hack, two things. One, aftershave. I have a range of different travel size ones. Put that to the side. Is this. Like, I thought I was really clever doing this. This is it's a safety pin, obviously. I use this for my SIM cards. When I travel to a new country, I quickly take out my SIM card, and just having this available means I'm saving time at the airport, especially when I'm going from the UK to Dubai. It means I've not got to faff around with different SIM cards and things like that. Top section complete. Now let's have a look inside the side section. Nice and simple. On the side we have a multi-cable. Again, this plugs into my power bank, and you can see it's a bit of a 3-in-1. Great for charging up my little bits like what you've seen on me right now, which is my Rode Video wireless mic, and other bits and pieces too. So that's on the side there. And then also inside here is a hero clip. Now, this is a bit of an odd one. I bought this, I use it very rarely, but when I do use it, as the name suggests, it is a heroic clip. This goes onto the end of my bag like this when I use it in some ways, and I can clip different bits and pieces on there. Or if I'm in an environment such as back in the UK where it's a little bit muddy, then I can clip this onto the handle here and then hook this up. This is really good in changing rooms and things like that when camping. So from there, let's have a look inside the camera section. So inside the camera section, unfortunately, as I open it up, you're going to see that my camera is currently filming, which is why this is falling down. Usually my camera is padded inside here and pushes this up into this section here. I film on an A6400 by Sony. I recently bought it because it's got the flippy screen so that I can look up and stare at myself and make sure that I'm in shot, which I sometimes am. In addition to that, on the side you'll see that I've got a rig to the side so that I'm not blocking my screen with the microphone, and then from there I've also got the Peak Design strap on the camera, and that's really good. I prefer a strap on my camera for my wrist rather than a neck strap, although I do have one of those inside the bag for when I'm traveling around. On the camera then, I have my 18-105 f4. I also carry with me my SEL 35 1.8 aperture lens. This is something that gets used probably about 1% of the time, but when I do use it, it creates these really crisp portrait shots. So this, really useful. Also inside the bag is this is a Sony 10-18mm landscape lens. That's exactly what I use it for, and for vlogs. I find this is versatile when I'm looking for those landscape shots. And again, this probably gets used about 5% of the time, but I always find I need it when I haven't got it, so it just stays in my bag. From there then, this box here, tightly squeezed in, is full of different bits and pieces. This has my batteries, and a lock. The lock is great because it can lock off different sections of the bag. Sometimes I have more than this. And then on the top here, we've obviously got our batteries for the camera, but I've put little dots on there just because it's really useful. I've got a green and a red. I can then flip it over so that I know it's dead, and then it's in there. Also inside the bag, we have a Manfrotto mini tripod. This is great for those long exposure shots, and then also using it with simple setups so that I can just quickly film if I'm at school or something along those lines. In the side here, we've got my battery charger, and then a variable ND filter for the main lens that is on my camera. I also have, to the side here, this is extremely versatile. This is a little light. I've used this for years. This is probably one of the first bits of camera equipment that I thought was amazing. This is a little aperture light, and as you can see, really powerful for what it is. This is really good for vlogging, and it's also really good as a versatile light when traveling too. And then last up on the inside of this camera section is this. This is a Rode wireless mic case. This is on me at the moment, which is what I'm filming with, but it's usually in there inside the bag. So we'll zip this up. The main section's done, kind of. We've got another main section too. Inside these two, we've got these side zippy bits. So on the side zippy bit here, we've got sunglasses, as I said, them in Dubai, some Ray-Bans. And then on the top here, we also have the Peak Design neck strap, which I find, again, really versatile when I'm actually traveling out and about. That's when I'll take the wrist strap off so that I can always get the shot I want. Last but not least, certainly, is the top section, which is the laptop sleeve just here, for where I store laptops and bits and pieces like that. So let's have a look inside there. Okay, inside this section, we can see it has lots and lots of space. This has my main laptop, which is my 15-inch MacBook Pro. It's a 256 gigabyte SSD if anyone's interested in that. This has been my absolute workhorse for about 3 years, so it's reaching that point where it's starting to slow down when editing, but I haven't used cache files. So yeah, really good laptop. This has been a fantastic upgrade on what I had before, my work laptop, and yeah, this is brilliant. Sometimes I don't bring this, sometimes I will just bring my iPad Pro with the Magic Pencil. It completely depends on what I need my device for. Most of the time, if I'm editing though, because of Final Cut Pro, I will have this one. Also on the inside of this is this amazing notepad. I think this is the best notepad ever, just because of the front cover, and you can see the inside there. I'm going to leave that just over to the side there. And then last but certainly not least is something that I need in my life. Organize Me. This is just something from Paper Chase, and inside here it's like a Monday through to Friday planner, and yeah, it has a Saturday and Sunday section. It's basically for organizing my life. So that's something else that is in my bag. I use that on the weekend, and yeah, it helps me stay organized for the week ahead. So I still feel like there's probably some sort of hidden section somewhere that I've not spoken about. As you can see, this bag is a bit of a Mary Poppins bag and has an absolute plethora, yeah, I said that word, of different bits and pieces in there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the video, feel free to like it. That's always really appreciated. If you're new to my videos and you want to see other videos such as vlogs, feel free to subscribe and check out my channel. That's really appreciated, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Until then, I'm out. Oh my gosh, this is the most sweaty video.